Hello, Linda, and I'm looking at your module, and I'm in my parallel module, so it's a copy of your module, so if I change anything, it will not change what you did. And so you start out with a good idea of telling them what they need to do, the central idea, the thesis, topic, focus, and structure. So we go here, and you have, and I like that you have the box, and that it really is kind of contained. Explore steps of interpretive analysis, our objective. Now this, I'm going to look behind and see why this looks like this. This isn't quite how it should look. And 6 steps to an idea worth writing about free writing, and then a click through to that, and then week 1 forum. It goes to our discussions, and so on, and then brainstorm, which is great. So we're getting things that open up, and what next? So now access the lecture and then go to the forums. Okay, now next what happens when we go here, and I know this is not uncommon, is that we wait for etudes. And then etudes come up, and you can see that in Chrome it was really evident that this downloaded in here. I'm going to go, I have the arrow and I have the time. I'm going to pause this for a second, I'll be right back. Now I'm in your class in Firefox, and we're going to go to the second one, which is where the object downloads. And what you're going to see, I think, oh, it actually does. Sometimes this happens and sometimes it doesn't. So it actually does ask me what I want to do. And in fact, in this case, we'll open it in Microsoft. Sometimes it just goes away. And so that's good to know that however you did it, that's how it works. So we're back in Chrome, and then we go to the next one, and what you have is your transcript. And so the audio transcript downloads, and we're here, and there's the audio transcript. And I don't know that if we go over to, everything's popping, here is your, okay, let me go and if I play it, or let's swap displays. So,
hi students, this is Linda, your instructor, and I'd like you to study the following presentation I've prepared for you. The lecture here prepares you to develop a central idea, a thesis, topic sentences, and an outline as the foundation for your first essay.
okay, so there's reading on each time, and we do have the transcript. You would need to check with Judy Baker about the accessibility rules around these things. And certainly your material here gives the information, and there's no movement, so it's one of those close things, and it depends on interpretation. I can give you some ideas about what I know happens to me as a student when I see something like this, and it doesn't look very interesting. So I'm going to actually just make a small suggestion. One suggestion is to go talk with Judy about, and I have the links about the problems with PowerPoints being accessible and some of the solutions. So we have this here, and this should not be there. So that's actually, I'm going to copy that. Where it needs to be is in image properties in this line. So because that looks better, and a screen reader will read that. The other option I have is I could actually say I want this to be left. Okay. So and so now if I save this and we view it, and I can play with the spacing, but you can see that now this has a tag as it's supposed to. Every image must have a tag. And then this is a little more centered around it. If I can make that look better, but I don't need to take your time to that. And it's nice having the two boxes, and this works. You could also have this in the box so it didn't go wandering off. So some things I might do is move this into here, and then kind of boldface what's next. So if we view this, you can see a little different pattern of how that works. So just some fine-tuning in this case. So let's go to the next one, and you have textual, visual, and audio. Another way to do this, so this is being stored somewhere. So I'm actually going to, I know that it's been downloaded, so I'm going to go add a, so copy. Okay, we want all of these. And I'm going to choose to work with the editor. And so I can say, and actually I probably would put this in here. So just showing you how I might design this page. 3 rows, 1 column, no border. You can have a border or not have a border, 650. Okay. And you know, there's different styles. I would say view my lecture on how to, so I want the teacher's voice. I want to be present in my class. And so I would say view my lecture on how to formulate a central idea, thesis, topic, sentence, and outline for forum discussion, week 3. Now, and then we're going to have download the PowerPoint here, and I'm going to select it, go here, then say browse. I don't know if that PowerPoint is here. Is that it? That might be it. Let's try that. Oh, that's a doc. Cancel. Cancel. Browse. What we need is a PP. Okay. I'll just upload it again from all the downloads that I've done. Here, central idea thesis, PowerPoint. Now the one thing to remember that if you're going to use a PowerPoint, if you're going to send a Word doc, you have to have your students able, you have to be clear in your syllabus that they have to have the Word suite to be able to take your class. If you don't want to do that, then the option would be to make them PDFs with their own problems and challenges. But if you make them a PDF, there's a free viewer, and then you just give a link to the free viewer. Just depends on whether they're going to be required to have Word anyway, or Office as it were. Okay, this is going to take a little while, so hold on. Okay, so this is taking quite a while to upload. I actually had you on pause and now you're back. And that's also to think about what is it going to take for students to download that amount. So just to make sure. Also, many students don't work on computers where they have permission to download or that they can save files. And so to think about what we ask of students and will that work and what it will look like in different browsers, it's a lot to take care of. I think I found your thing here, so I'm going to try, I don't know if I can cancel this and try this. This is taking way too long. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay. And then we could have, and so that would be the transcript, and if we browse, I think your transcript must be here too, hopefully. So we have the two links. And I'm going to do something to try to make this look a little better. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, so I stole the picture out of your PowerPoint. And so again, I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to my desktop. Upload. Just grab a JPEG and choose that. I'm going to, alternate text is word cloud of Thesis. And it's decorative, but it's okay. We're going to set it, we're not going to have any set because we're going to put it on top. And we're going to say okay. And I might be tempted. That's too much space. A little bit of space is not bad. Maybe come up here and do heading 2 on these. Heading 3. Okay, that's better. And let's just save it and then view it. And again, I'm doing this in a mirror of your site, so I'm not affecting your own site, what you loaded up into Etudes. So view my lecture on how to formulate a central idea for forum discussion week 3. Let's give it a little more space here. View my lecture on how to formulate for forum discussion week 3. PowerPoint and Word doc below. So now it's really, and it's going to say mine, don't worry about that. This is just a test thing. Let's do save and view. So hopefully this is, you can see how this is going to be a little, it's more personal. My lecture, you could actually then say, then go to the forum, then go to discussions and private messages to share in the forum discussion week 3. I look forward to your viewpoints, or, but in any case, in this case, when they click on this, they actually expect something to download, and you get a little bit more decoration. So hopefully that's a help for your project. And now we're in your assignments. Before you begin writing essay number 1, review the novel, your journal notes, my lectures under module 1, weeks 1 to 3 of the discussion boards. I must approve your outline posted under week 3 of the discussion boards before you can begin writing your essay. So that's good instructions on what must be. And you can see that here it supports the saying my lecture, because here you're talking about you are present in this. And let's begin. And it goes with the 2 prompts and a place to write it. And it's very readable. And you have lots of, you have links to for the citations. There's some other links that they can use. And you have your matrix for grading, and they have to, what can they, so if you only want it as a Word doc, then you should make it so they can't type in here. Maybe. I mean, if or I may make this more evident, so maybe make this particular thing bold. So if you, instead of, let's go into this as a project. I'm going to come in here, and you're right here. So here's your prompt. So you have the choice here to say attachment only if you wanted. If you're willing to accept inline, then you do both of those, because you suggest here it must be a Word or a rich text file. And so, and then you tell them how you want it. Say last name, and then it might be, for example, my essay would be essay 1 Jordan. And then you could italics that so they see that. Save as a Word doc. Oh, this maybe like that. Oh, paste the file in the windows as well. Huh. Or I haven't tried. Maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know why you'd have them do it in both places. But that maybe because you want to type in it. So you're right. You would want. So submit the file as a, and paste the text in the window. The text from the file in the window as well. Maybe that's helpful. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going off on a tangent. But just first reads and trying to see where a student might get lost with this. I think if we begin now, that was begin. And so you have underlined, save as a Word doc, an example of what it would look like, the title would. Okay, and so really, really excellent that we have the points, we have all the different pieces of this, and a lot of really good information. And I think that's it. Thank you so much, Linda, and I really appreciate your hard work on this project.